I told my husband I was so excited, and just
Yes.
telling my mom, my family, and everything. It's just fun. It's just nice to share everything.
Yeah, we're so glad you're here. All right, I think we are going.
Good.
What is up, everyone? Hope y'all are having a good day. So we have Miss Jenny here. She's been my client for, I think, about 7 months now. So she was someone that when she came to me, she was actually under eating a little bit. And this is actually so common when people come to me. And so it was enough that we needed to do a metabolic healing phase for her first before we can step into a fat loss phase. So that's where she is right now. She's in her reverse diet. And we wanted to bring her on because even in this phase, like she has seen so many improvements and has grown so much as a person. And we just wanted to share it with you guys. So how are you, Jenny?
I'm great, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay. So the first question I have for you is, where were you at with, your health, your fitness, your mindset, your confidence before you joined the team compared to where you are now?
Okay, so I put a couple bullet points so I don't get off track. So with my body before I joined the team, I had gained like 15 pounds. When we moved out here, I was like, my energy levels were just whack. They were always tired or cranky, or I had horrible PMS. I was just moody. I was just feeling bloated. I didn't have a balance in my body. I could just feel it. It was chaotic because I didn't have like, I just didn't know what to control. And I don't know, my body just wasn't feeling good. My mindset, I was anxious. I got depressed. Like I said, my hormones were crazy all the time because my diet was never consistent. I was either overeating, undereating, exercising too much, under exercising, just burning myself out. I literally had times where thought I had like chemical imbalance. I had like an anxiety attack. I tried to find resources that I can help with that, with like vitamins and stuff. And it helped for a moment on that part, but it goes with everything else, my body, my mind, my confidence. I tried to keep my head up. I know my husband loves me. I know my friends love me, and they don't think about my physical appearance, but part of me, there's always going to be that insecurity I've had ever since I was a little kid up until now. I've always had problems with my body and body dysmorphia and everything. And so I was just never comfortable with my own skin. Coming with the dieting before I met Candace and Sierra, I tried many methods. I tried methods from what I used to do back when I did competitions. And I tried keto a couple times. I tried doing cardio like every single day of the week. Nothing was working. And I got to a point where I was just like, I'm like tired of being tired. And so I was following Sierra for a while, and I messaged her, and I was able to get in contact with her and talk to her a couple of times off and on. And it was really hard for me to reach out to people that I didn't know and explain to them about stuff. Sorry, am I going off? I might be jumping ahead on some of your questions.
Doing great.
No, you are totally good. Keep going.
This is your story.
When I contacted Sierra, she took the time to write me messages and answer a lot of questions, even though I wasn't one of her clients. And our first phone call, I cried like literally immediately because I told her about my experience with an online trainer that really put a bad taste in my mouth about online training. And I just felt like I was failed. And she cried with me when she really paid attention and listened to me. And I really felt it was genuine and she really cared. And for 5 months on and off, we were communicating back and forth. She had no pressure with me trying to get in the program. And I really liked that because, it is money to put up front. And I know, your health doesn't cost anything, but at times it's just, you want to make sure you're getting what you're asking for, I guess, with how much it's worth money wise and everything. And so the last time I talked to her before I connected with Candace, it was just, it was really good. I spoke with her and I told her about how I'm just failing with my methods again. And I constantly have comparisons from what I used to look like when I was in the show and my diets and everything. And I could not get that out of my head. Why can't I just get to that place I was again, where I was skinny and I was fit? And one thing she said, she's all, you got to understand that what you have right now is what someone might want. Someone's dreaming of having what you have right now. And you can't look back on your past from what you did before. You can't compare about your past. You have to understand that your life's going to go through different chapters, and where you're at right now is your chapter. I guess you said in other words, but that's how I put it together. And that really hit me hard. So I thought about it, went home, talked to my husband. We got the funds together to do it. And she suggested me to Candace, and I was a little hesitant on that because I was like, wait, I just got to know you. So okay. And so you hopped me on with Candace, and it's just like, she directly went right in, and she just asked me a lot of questions. You listened, you gave me some tasks to do before we got our first initial week set up. And it was kind of almost like I wasn't testing you, but it was kind of like, okay, if I have a question, which I had a lot of questions, you answered me back immediately, like when you did. And that made me feel, okay, great. She's going to help me. She's going to be there for me. Cause I was looking for that emotional support. My husband's different. Men don't really understand, but I needed the outside of support, knowing like, okay, you can do this. This is what's going on with your body. Like, you were constantly always there for me a lot. Like, so I'm sorry if I keep babbling on. I'm probably jumping onto some of the questions, but
No, you're
it's
good.
just been such a wonderful experience. I'm just so grateful to be able to share this. I tell everyone, I tell my family every single day how grateful I am where I'm at. It's just so, it's really different. I feel happy.
Yeah.
Even though I'm crying.
Oh, Jenny.
That was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So of course, we are getting your body right now ready for a fat loss phase. So many amazing physical transformations yet to come. You have already grown a lot of muscle during this phase, which has been awesome, and strength. So just tell us about, some of your other transformations, especially, I know mentally, like from where you are now, from before, it was just like a complete 360.
Yeah, like I was saying, my mindset, I was anxious. I just wasn't feeling good in my own skin. I was stressed about trying to figure out a balance with my life. I've started catching myself taking my actions out like on my family, and I didn't even realize it till afterwards. And I was just trying to find a balance. And I've always become so obsessed with trying to get my health and my diet in order as a huge priority, because I've always had bad relationships with food. I've constantly had food guilt. So for some reason, that always felt like the top of my priority, even though I had other priorities in the back of my head. That was like, I got to get to the gym now. I got to do this. I got to do this, or I can't do the rest of my day. And I finally got to that point now where obviously in the beginning, when me and Candace started, it's gradually grown each week. I feel like it's changing a lot. And now that you've got me to a place to where I understand why my body is the way it is right now, stop thinking about the future, stop thinking about the past, and worry about what's going on right now. And those words, those affirmations you telling me really do stick with me. And I can definitely tell right now. I just vented this to you about that. I think it was yesterday or the other day on my check-in. I was like, this is the first time where I actually feel like my health and my mental and emotional state are all stable. I have everything in control. So now I can also put that aside and still be focused on it. But I feel like I can actually focus on other aspects of my life. I'm able to focus on being a better mom. Like, I could tell my reactions with my sons better. I'm able to set aside time to read a little bit, to actually write in journals, which I normally don't, because I'm constantly feeling like I have to do something to go. I'm just finding more happiness in my life, not always having to focus on my calories and this and that. I do track it, but it's not become to a point where I'm obsessed. I've become content, and it's been stable. Like, I have in control, and it just feels like such a good change for me. I just tell my mom and my parents every day. I talk to them and I'm like, dude, I've never felt like where I've just like, okay. And I've become okay with like hiccups during the, daily life. It's never going to be the same every single day. Nothing's perfect. And you hear that a lot, but when it comes to really being in the moment, things do happen. And I've become okay with not, okay, I can't get that workout in today, so I'll find something to help out to counteract it. Or my son's sick, I can't go to the gym today, so that's okay. I still got to pay attention to what I'm eating, but I've just become to make everything a balance. It's just become okay with accepting things. And you've given me so much grace, Candace, on things that I've I've had candy. You're like, it's okay. Just, put that in control and just make sure you put it in there. It's okay to do this. And I've always, it's really helped me mentally understand that. I'm like, okay, it makes me not want to cheat as much either too. And I I don't know. It's just become so much easier now to maintain my life, my health, my food. And I can go out to a restaurant and I can have a beer if I want, as long as I keep it in with my macros. And if I go a little bit over, I understand that and I just move on the next day. I don't have that guilt like I normally would. And it's been a huge like 180 since I've started.
Yeah.
So, you've helped me a lot with that, like really trying to understand like that's just life. And for being a trainer, there's other trainers that I've always seen, they don't like that. They will give you crap about like, why are you working out? Why are you doing this? Why, or they'll put it out there on social media, like, why are my clients doing this and they're drinking when they're on this special specific diet? And it's just not realistic. So you've helped me make it part of my reality. And it's just easier to live my life now. I'm not so obsessed
Yeah.
with just my diet and food and everything. It's normal. Everything feels good.
Yeah. So you
happy.
feel like, yeah. So you feel like your relationship with food has just improved so much. And you feel like not even
Yes,
just with your relationship with food, but like in your everyday life in general, like you feel like you just have more peace of mind.
absolutely. Yes, yes. I definitely have a lot more peace of mind. And my
Yeah.
temptations, like you say, if you have that temptation, you're craving something, you can have it.
Mhm.
Part of me now knows I can have it, but don't go overboard. Like if I do, okay, you can't beat yourself up about it. It's done and done. It's over. Move on the next day, get back on track. And it helps definitely knowing get just back on track and you just forget about that guilt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like
Absolutely.
it's been great.
That's awesome. I love that. So another thing I wanted to ask you about, and something that I've been so happy about watching you with, is just your period health has improved so much. Tell me about that.
I definitely I knew it before in the past, like my periods would fluctuate just because like the PMS, I knew it would change a lot depending on my diet. I totally knew that. But now that my diet's become more consistent, I'm keeping the carbs in. I'm not having the crashes. My bloating has been getting a lot better. I've been focusing on like drinking a lot more water, which you wouldn't, in my mind, I'm like, wait, I'm drinking more water. It's not gonna make me more bloated, but it actually hasn't. It's I've been sleeping better too. I can definitely tell my PMS is like I'm not getting like the cramps, which is good. A couple months ago, I started getting the cramps, or I've been moody, anxious, edgy. Since my diet's been pretty consistent, like especially this past month, like really good on my calories and everything. I definitely can tell it's. I didn't even. I just started today, and I didn't realize I did because that's how good it's been going. So it's definitely there's been times where I forgot I even had it, to be honest, which is pretty good. It's
Yeah.
surprising from what I've had to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, that's exactly how it should be, right? Like if if in terms of PMS, like if you don't even know your period's coming, you don't have those symptoms, that means that's a good sign that your period health is in a really, really good spot. So it's been awesome to watch that.
Yeah, I didn't even know that until you told me that. I was like, is this normal? Because you're always brought up being like it's normal to have cramps, normal to be moody and stuff, and I didn't know that. So that's
Right.
new for me. That's
Yeah. And in society and like on the media, it's been so normalized to, just have like extreme PMS symptoms. And really like, if you do have any symptoms, they should be mild at most. So you're definitely getting to exactly where you should be.
good. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, any of those doubts or hesitations that you had talked about having at the beginning before joining, what were those doubts and those hesitations, and have they changed? And how do you feel about those now?
So I'll take it back to when we moved out here, I left my whole like support system. I left my family. I left a female it's a missionary fitness group that I worked out with females for about 2.5 years, 3 days a week. So having that in person and being able to talk to someone and have them help you at that moment, I was very hesitant on online coaching because I didn't feel like they had the same things to offer me. I'm not seeing them in person. I don't know how reliable they will be if I need to call them or message them or anything. And then so I did have hesitations. Like I said, I mentioned this to Sierra before. I reached out to another online trainer and I took that risk. And this was right before Sierra, which wasn't good because it was like 1 year before I got with you guys. But she kind of was just like, I don't know. I wanted someone that'd be able to help answer questions through Instagram or messaging, just so I can kind of get an idea of what I'd be getting into spending that money. And so she answered everything that I wanted to hear. So as she got my money, I wouldn't hear from her. I had questions about workouts. I specifically told her I don't know anything about CrossFit because I don't. all my workouts were CrossFit. I tried messaging her. She ignored me, finally gave me the cold shoulder and basically just said, hey, I'm with my family. It's a holiday. This is my bedtime right now. Why are you texting me? Also, this is for upgraded clients. And I told her, I said, I was an upgraded client. I paid the upgraded fee to text you. No apology or anything. And then after that, I just fell off. I ignored her after that. And I was all in. I gave myself all in to put that risk in to be able to take that chance. And I specifically told her what my needs were up front. I need someone at least check in with me once a week, do accountability, being like, hey, how are the workouts going? I didn't get any of that. And I took it a little bit hard, and it was really like awful because I saved up money to be able to pay for that, just to be able to get that time in for me, because I needed that. I needed some guidelines or something. I never got that. And it really hurt. It hurt. So about a year later, I started following Sierra not long after that. And then that's when I got connected with her, and I told her that. So, and first thing she's like, you know what? You don't let one bad apple ruin all the other ones like that, because we're not all like that. And trainers should not be doing that. And don't make it all about money. And first thing she said, she's like, if we don't ever get to work together, I will always be here to help answer any questions. And right there, like, I felt freaking already safe. I felt safe that I knew I was being heard and listened to. And just taking that chance to be with you guys, it was scary because I said, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And a couple months later, I didn't do it. And then I finally said, all right, I'm going to do it. And it was the best choice. And that's why I tell you, Candace, I'm like, I don't ever foresee us not quitting on each other. I feel like I'm going to be with you guys for as long as it takes me. So it's not, I don't feel like it's just a program anymore. I feel like it's a relationship that we've built already. And that's, yeah. I'm glad I never quit on the online training thing with you guys. It's just been great.
Yeah, I know.
That was my hesitations.
Yeah, that's awesome. I totally feel the same way. So would you say then that we are meeting and exceeding your expectations so far?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think I've hit that. I messaged Sierra on some of her stories too, because you guys always put affirmations and information out there. And I've always responded saying, like, this is everything that I've asked for. I've always wanted. I wanted someone to always be there for me when I need you. On top of all the stuff that you guys already have on your shoulders, you guys put aside time individually for your clients. And it means so much to me to know that I can just message you, or I've cried to you about things and just get so frustrated with my body, or certain things that aren't working for me. And I don't ever blame you guys for anything, because I always know it's like all on me. But you guys have succeeded so much more than I expected. Being an online training, I would never have thought this would be the way that it would be. I'm truly grateful, because you guys really take your time with your clients. You guys really care. And it's just, and you hit on every point you guys share your stories with, and you give so much education that, like, I've learned so much. And I thought I've been working out in the gym for 12 years and I've learned so much beyond that. So you can always learn something new when it comes into the fitness and health industry every day.
Yeah,
So yes,
for
you guys
sure.
exceeded more than I thought.
Good. I'm so happy to hear that. So do you feel like you've received value that you can use for the rest of your life?
Yes. Yeah, I do. I want to keep continuing, because I feel like it keeps me in line. So absolutely. Yes.
Awesome. So what would you say to someone that's on the fence about joining the team for one-on-one coaching?
Well, if you're like me and you're hesitant, I would just, the first steps, this is how I do it. I would reach out to you guys. I would message them, ask them questions. Also, if they have questions to ask about you, tell them everything. Be upfront with how your life is. You need to tell them everything. Don't hide anything, because they'll be able to give you information that you might not think you need. I would say, if you can, take the risk of doing it. Just try it out. It's not gonna be something you're gonna be able to see within like a month. It's something that's going to continue on after 6-7 months, even not longer, to be able to see the results. But you're going to get the other benefits from being able to have the communication with the trainer and having that external support, not just for the workouts and stuff. I would take the leap and try it. Like, if you're on the fence, go reach out to them. That's what I would say. Reach out to them, ask them questions, dig a little deeper on the information, because that's what I did. And when I had my reservations, and I no longer feel that way anymore. I would say online coaching can vary from whoever you choose, but I feel like this group is very special and specific. It's not easy to find a group like this. So I would reach out definitely to the coaches and just give it a try. Now they got another coach here for prenatal, like everything. We've all gone through dysmorphia, bad relationships, food relationships and everything. And I feel like a lot of us women go through that. And sometimes we need someone as an outlet that's outside of the family or friends to be able to give us the input. And I need that. So if you're like me that needs the outside support, I would definitely go take the leap and do it and try it.
Yeah.
Jenny.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jenny.
I didn't cry, you guys.
You stayed strong. You did
That
so
was
well.
awesome.
All day, I swear.
Yep.
I
I was like,
go.
either none of us are gonna cry or we're all ending up in tears. I'm not sure how this is
Yeah.
gonna
It could have gone either way.
It was
Well, I
actually really
appreciate you.
good. Thank you guys. I actually shared that with my
Yeah.
husband last night, and he's not an emotional guy, but I cried to him. I was, this is the first time I actually feel happy about myself, and
Oh,
it
I love
is.
that.
In the longest time, not just myself, but with my life and my kid, like it's helped all around.
I love
So
that.
I've been able to be a better mom and a better person, I've been available, and it's nice to not be obsessed about my food and my body, because
Mhm.
I know where I'm at right now, and I know my goals, and I know I'm going to get to it with the support of you guys. And it's the best thing that's ever, best thing that's ever happened to me next to my childbirth. So anyways, guys,
No, we almost made it to the end.
this is my
I
by
think
the
we
way.
just had to have some tears in there. It's just the cherry on top.
Yeah, for sure.
And
You
we
guys
still
are
have
awesome.
so much to go, Jenny. We still have your
I
fat
know.
loss days to go. So
I'm
we still have
excited.
so many more wins to make. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I really
We
appreciate
love
it.
you, Jenny.
Carly, is it Carly?
Yeah,
Carly.
hi.
It's spelled differently, but I got it. Okay, hi.
I love your story. Finally heard it. It's beautiful.
Oh, I'm open book, so
Love it.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here, Jenny.
Thank
Thanks, you guys. Sorry for being late.
No, you are totally fine.
Life.